gadget play, and back in
everybody, Chris Harris here, and welcome to Classic High School Football on YurView, where each week we dig deep in the archives and show you the best high school football games from way back. Tonight's game is from YurView, Arizona. The year was 2005, and the Brophy Broncos and Hamilton Huskies squared off in the state big school 5A Division I championship game. Hamilton was rolling at this time on top of their game. Undefeated coming in, the Huskies had won 19 straight, dating back to the previous year, and were victorious in 39 of their last 40 games. Hamilton, led by head coach John Wren, was trying to become the first big school team in over 50 years to win 3 straight state titles. Brophy Prep, led by head coach Scooter Molander, was 12-1 coming into the game. The Broncos were looking for their first ever state title after finishing runner-up on 2 previous occasions. Now, both teams had lost their starting quarterbacks during the season. Hamilton's Brad Gruden suffered a season-ending knee injury in the first game of the year, while Brophy had to dismiss their starting signal caller for off-the-field issues. Texas transfer Colby Harris had stepped in for Gruden and done a terrific job all season long for the Huskies, while the Broncos went with super sophomore Brian Behrens. All right, sit back, get comfortable, and enjoy this one, which has a fantastic finish. The 2005 AIA 5A1 state championship game between Brophy and Hamilton.
An absolutely gorgeous night for football as we come to you from Sunnyvale Stadium on the campus of Arizona State University. One final champion yet to take home a trophy. Will it be the Hamilton Huskies completing an unbeaten season, or will it be the Brophy Broncos? Kevin Ray, Cedric Bonner, our entire Cox 7 crew on hand. A huge crowd, both schools involved in this one. And looking forward to the clash of these two teams.
They're still filing in, K-Ray. I mean, this isn't over yet. There's still fans coming in.
The far side, Washington a sea of red, and the Huskies in the black. Can this man get the three-peat? That's what we asked earlier.
I really don't care about three-peat anymore. Well, it's not on my mind, you know. This is about Joe right now, and I don't think our kids even consider that. You know, this is way different, and so that's on the back burner. Eventually down the road, maybe we'll think about it. But right now, that has no bearing on this game at all.
Well, it has been an emotional time on the campus of Hamilton High School. There you hear the words of John Wren, who just days after the practice accident with Joe Jackson, left it up to his team. Do we want to play or do we want to forfeit?
Well, I think the one thing that they're going to get out of this whole situation is they're building more character, they're gaining more character, and a sense of family and community. And they know that Joe would have wanted them out here doing exactly what they're doing and what they did a week ago.
Dominic Papa gets it underway for us, driving it deep into the end zone. And that's where Brophy will begin offensively, averaging 33 points a game and considered by many to have the biggest and maybe best offensive line in the state. Garibaldi up front along with Veldman, Rose, Peterlin, Blake Behrens. Good group of wideouts with Smith, Gianola, Stiers at tight end, always the target. And there's the sophomore Brian Behrens, who really came of age in that victory last week over Mason Mountain View.
Well, you see the one thing, he's been very efficient, 71%. Not turning the ball over, doing all the little things to make it happen.
There's play from scrimmage, a run. No shot there. Worked it off the left side. Look at that defense for the Huskies, and the numbers just awe-inspiring. Look at that 13 first half points allowed. And this first team defense has only surrendered 1 touchdown.
Well, I'll tell you what, Cody Engelbrecht came up right there and just absolutely put it on tailback. That was an unbelievable hit.
Tao got in the first carry, picked up 7. Good start for the Broncos. He'll get it again, working to the opposite side. And he's going to have enough for the first down. So a little confidence booster right there for the Brophy Broncos, averaging 235 yards rushing a game.
Well, the one thing they're going to be able to do, you see Nick, and we talked about him in the stand-up, just hits it. He doesn't play around with the football. He goes north and south. Look at, he plants his foot, gets upfield, takes on the tackler, and makes it a tough tackle there. But this offensive line, talking about their size and strength, that they know that they can push just about anybody around. It's when they get in third and long, third and medium situations, when they have to go to the passing game is where they're concerned.
Tony, back up!
Penalty flag, and we'll have a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Now, with the luxury of the play clocks, you've really got to pay attention to what's going on.
You see Scooter Molander in his first season. This is a Brophy Broncos team that could have easily been playing in their 2nd straight state championship game against these Hamilton Huskies. Were defeated in last year's semifinal game by Mountain Ridge.
A battle. That was a great game.
One of those epic playoff contests. 1st and 15. The shovel pass to Natal. And he is dumped hard there in the backfield by one of the playmakers, Dante Mock. Mock at 6'3", 225. A load to deal with off the edge.
Absolutely, and I think Courtney Stewart beats his blocker. You see the little shovel pass. Courtney Stewart is gets held right there, and he just goes right in and initially takes a contact to Natal. .6'2", 205.
Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
One thing that I believe Brophy felt against Stewart was his size would be a hindrance for him using his hips to move around. So you might want to take a look when Gianola lines up against him. They might take a shot because Mike's a good receiver.
Well, and the two match up right now on 1st and 25. They back him up to the 16. Aaron sets to throw. Slide screen to the outside receiver, but it doesn't fool Matt Sanford, who quickly comes up from his linebacker position. The junior with a dead-on stop there.
So this is just a play where they're trying to gain some yards, but you see Sanford sniff it out. Behrens does a nice job getting the ball up over the top. Sanford beats the block. The tight end and gets in there on the play. That's a tremendous job. Fighting off the block and getting in.
Gianola sets up wide here, bottom of your screen. Off-balance set. It's early movement up front against that Hamilton defensive line. Will make only a small dent in what...
Before the snap, encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty.
5 yards will help. See John Wren.
They got Dante Mock. We're talking about a guy that can get off the football and run. The defensive end right there is a phenomenal player.
See a good shot of the young sophomore quarterback. 2nd and 18. Looks to the outside. It's going to be picked off at the 10, at the 5. Touchdown, Huskies. That is what they needed to avoid. Clark Lamb steps in, makes the big play, gets the return to the score, and just like that, Huskies on top.
We talked about the third and long and intermediate situation. We said that the offensive line for Brophy could handle him in the running game, but see him, he takes his drop, he eyeballs the receiver, Clark Lamb's all over it, strong safety, never looks him off. You see Clark diving in the end zone for the touchdown. Not the start you want if you're a young quarterback trying to make your way championship game.
Well, those are the type of plays that he has pretty much avoided since taking over the starting role. And for Clark Lamb, it's his 4th interception of the season, and making plays is quite familiar for Lamb.
You see, he just kind of underthrows an out route, going out to the flat to Matt Smith, and doesn't get it out there to him. Goes a little bit behind, but I'll tell you, that's a tough place to throw a 3rd and long. Maybe a good time for a draw play here, because look at the middle of the field, it's wide open. But you see, Clark Lamb's just sitting in the flat, really didn't have what he wanted.
Was paralyzed after a helmet-to-helmet collision during practice in Hamilton High School.
Terrific effort getting that in the end zone.
Lamb, senior, and one of those seniors that it seems like we've been talking about for 4 years now, but you look at his season, his 4th interception, he's got 5 sacks in the season, 3 fumble recoveries, 4 blocked punts, and a blocked field goal.
That's not bad. That's saying getting done on special teams. I'll tell you what, there's players in the NFL that have great careers on special teams. Long careers. And that's how you stay in there when you want to do the dirty work, and he does a good job of getting it all done.
So the Broncos will get the football back, but that's bad news because that means Hamilton has scored. And they did it without their offense taking the field.
It's very bad news. The one thing that was going to have to happen for the Broncos to be successful, Brian Burns was going to have some success early, complete some passes, and they're going to have to stay out of little short penalties, hurt themselves. He's got to get some success on 1st downs, some positive yards, and get 2nd and 3rd and short, so it's a manageable situation.
Well, the key word there was battling, Cedric, and that's what John Wren demands of his players. If you're going to play for the Huskies, you've got to battle all the time. 2nd and short here. Natal takes the pitch, turnover, and Huskies are saying they've got it. Looks like on the bottom of the pile, Courtney Stewart is there. And Cedric, in talking to Scooter Molander before the game tonight, as we get another look at this.
You see, he has the ball put away, but just Austin Gaines from behind, just going in the tackle. The ball's really not put away very securely. You're going to see Gaines right around the back, right there, punch it out. And there you see Courtney Stewart on the bottom of that pile going in there to get it. Right there, punches out. Courtney Stewart, Johnny on the spot.
Now this game having a nightmarish beginning for the Brophy Broncos, and talking to Scooter Molander, he says, if we're in it at halftime, I feel good about our chances, but getting to that point is the difficult part, as the Huskies with their first offensive play swing it outside to Kerry Taylor as we get our first look at their starting group. Culliver up front along with Childress, Peterson, Melton, Chase Stone. A group has done a great job, and Colby Harris taking over. First game of the season, transfer from school in Texas, and he stepped in and did a pretty remarkable job. Harris on the handoff. Engelbrecht gets the carry. Take a look at that Broncos defense. Chastain, Sullivan, the big boy Blake Behrens we talked about. Owings, Andrew Serrano, a good middle linebacker. Graybill, another transfer from Texas. Checks in a middle linebacker. Callahan, Hunter, and Hooks. 17 sacks on the season.
Tell you what, Callahan is one of the top safeties around.
First and 10 after the carry by Engelbrecht. We get it again. Bounces to the outside, gets the shoulders turned, takes it down to the 5 before being spun out of bounds by Callahan. A pickup of 10 from Engelbrecht. Didn't look all that spectacular, but the results speak for themselves.
See, just running the option, doing a nice job getting it outside. Colby Harris doing a nice job at the pitch. You see Cody Engelbrecht turning the corner. You see Callahan with the slingshot out of bounds.
And our first look at Cody Engelbrecht as a freshman in a regular season game for Hamilton. Engelbrecht takes it down just inside the 1. Couldn't quite get it across the goal line. Engelbrecht 1,451 yards rushing on the season. 19 touchdowns. What he put on Westwood last week was just absolutely amazing.
Talked about having possibly a subpar senior season. And he just came out and really took charge of the game.
Penalty mark down.
See if it was encroachment or if he was drawn off.
Before the snap, encroachment, defense, after distance to the goal, remains second down.
So that moves to what, about a ½ inch?
Shortest penalty in history. I've had a couple of those.
Here you see Scooter Molander, first season coach. Said his team had a great week of practice. Tight formation here. Give it to Engelbrecht. Tries to take it over the top, but he is shoved backwards abruptly. So the Broncos growing up a little bit on the defensive front, led there by big number 91, Tyler Chastain.
Chastain, Cole Graybill. Watch when he leaves the ground and watch Graybill leave the ground with him. Tyler Chastain in there. I mean, that's just penetration. Look at all the red shirts. Watch the red shirts get to this point. And that is too deep in the backfield right there. And I still don't know why you turn around and hand the ball off. Just quarterback sneak.
Engelbrecht gets it, trying to move it on the right side. Finds the crease, finds the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Oh, well, that's about as tough a yardage you're going to get. And I don't know if anyone remembers, but it was just 3 years ago, to the day almost, that Mason Mountain. Get a look at the score. I know it was close, knees down, but forward momentum gets him in the end zone. But Mason Mountain View took a 14-0 lead on Hamilton. Hamilton's first year winning the championship in that triple overtime game. Hamilton stayed with their plan and came back, so still a lot of time here for Brophy. Just a wedge. Chastain doing a good job again. Nearly made the play in the backfield.
Senior Engelbrecht. Well, for Brophy, you know, they had moved the football in that first drive, got a first down, and then a couple of penalties really put them in the hole. Had the interception. We've yet to see Ronnie Denard with a carry, and we'll see if Denard comes out on this next offensive possession. He is back deep to receive the kick from Dominic Hoppin, Hoppin's leg. Few have the chance to get a return. put 5-6 yards into the end zone.
We knew we were going to see some double moves out of that offense. And a good job by Barons to stand in the pocket. That was a nice job. He's very poised. Didn't try to rush anything. Threw a nice ball out there on the corner route.
And actually a pass is more often than not Gianola's going to bring in. Sure-handed receiver. You see Denard in the backfield the first time. He gets his first carry. Spins away from the initial contact and allows him to move forward for a pickup of 4, but will still be 3rd and long here for the Broncos, who find themselves quickly in the hole to the 2-time defending champions, 14-0.
Once again with the short field.
Matt Smith comes wide, sets up bottom of your screen. Barons has room in the pocket, moves up. A little bit of daylight. Shut down very quickly by that quick, aggressive Hamilton defense, and brings up 4th and long coming in on the stop, Brian Dean.
Well, this is a great decision. I know they're not excited about the outcome of the play, but you get a look at Brian Dean, and you think back all the 84s that David Smith wore 84 as well, and all the guys that wore that number 84 at Hamilton have been absolute studs. Brian Dean carrying the number well.
Kerry Taylor back deep to receive. Hamilton setting up for the return. Taylor from the 38 takes it across the 45 out close to the 47-yard line.
Once again, good field position for Hamilton. Right now, this defense for the Broncos has got to start maybe taking some chances, maybe trying to blow up some of that quick hitter up the middle to Cody Engelbrecht. Trying to get a ball on the ground that they can recover and get their offense in a position to get some points.
4:09 left to play in this opening quarter. Slings it outside. Hooks up with Zach Hanneman.
Hanneman's another guy that's we've been calling his name for 3 years and has been consistent. Just a good player. You watch him go up and make this catch with his hands. The ball's a little high. He gets some contact. Not a good job of finishing that play by Anthony Hooks, but great catch by him.
2nd and 4 as Harris checks out the line. Straight ahead on the running play. Not much there, maybe 2. And we'll bring up 3rd and short for Engelbrecht and the Hamilton Huskies.
This is a very manageable 3rd and 2 for any offense. This is your friend. This is the situation you want to be in as an offensive player.
Here you see Brad Gruner, who was the starting quarterback beginning of the season, went down first game, first series on ACO. In stepped Kobe Harris. Engelbrecht bounces off a couple of defenders, and based on the spot, it doesn't look like they're going to give him much forward progress. So 4th and maybe the length of the football.
See the defensive end, bam, fights off his blockers, comes back in and helps. And then does a nice job. A lot of times you see players tackling from behind that way. They push the player forward, they end up getting yards, but Bennett did a nice job of pulling them back. Just keeping Barnett on the tackle. Got a great effort.
Set up the punt. Coach John Wren playing field position here. Good kick, and they keep it from the end zone? No. Good shot at it, though. Dominic Papa. Well, here's tonight's Cox Communications interactive poll for all Cox Digital subscribers. which 5A Arizona football program is the best of all time? If you think it is St. Mary's, push the A button on your digital remote right now. If you think it is Mesa Mountain View, push the B button. And if you think it is Hamilton, push the C button. We'll have the results tally for you later on in the telecast.
There's a dead ball. Sideline interference warning. Offense. Second penalty will carry yardage.
Who would you vote for on that vote there, K-Ray? Right now, I'd have to go with Mountain View. I think, because of what they have in the trophy case.
Yeah, I believe there's 8 of them, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm sure Greggy will tell you.
Well, just the overall history. They've been around much longer. Now, you ask that question in another 10 or 12 years, and you get a different answer. Not much more there for the Broncos. Ground attack.
He would definitely say Mountain View. Look, 8. He didn't see any while he was going to school, though. He got blanked. He got the goose egg.
Second and 9 here for Brophy. Dropping back to throw. Near side, connects with Gino. He's got enough for first down. Gino, the sure-handed receiver. 34 receptions on the season, 7 touchdowns.
This is a matchup that we were told to watch out, to look out for. Gianola, pretty much one of the most underrated receivers in the state, but he is about as talented as anybody. Good size, good speed. 6'2", 190 pounds. Very physical. Very
Tom bounces to the outside, hits the 40-yard line, stays upright across the 45, and they couldn't pick up a 16 for Nick Natal and both Broncos, and that gives the Bronco faithful something to cheer about.
There's a lot. I mean, look at all the red on that side of the field. They are excited. Big play by Natal. Just a cutback. Good kick-out block on Munns. This tackle there by Engelbrecht. Look at the balance. I mean, he doesn't waste a whole lot of time doing a whole lot of moves. He just tries to get up the field, but great balance there. Shows you the strength that they need to run.
Natal stays in the backfield. Off the play action, Barron throws across the middle. Ball deflected, and it looks like it's going to be picked off again. Second interception of the night, this time into the hands of Gerald Munns, the big 6'3" linebacker.
And you have to work your passing game, but he has to understand the situation. You cannot throw the football over the middle of the field late. I'm sure Scooter's going to tell him the same thing, but a good fake, okay, it's not there. Try to find something outside. You don't look at all the white shirts in there, just 2 receivers.
Well, the ball was deflected, Cedric, as we can look at it here at the line of scrimmage.
Deflected or not, look at all the white shirts inside. I mean, Gaines gets his big pop, but there's too many white shirts in there. Too much of a chance for that to happen.
Big Alston Gaines, they call him the Beast. The run stuffed there at the line of scrimmage. Of course, Gaines says, call me Dr. Hank McCoy. Of course, talking about the character in the movie X-Men. Final play of the opening quarter finds the 2-time defending, unbeaten champion Huskies on top, 14-0. You're watching live AIA High School football on Cox 7 Arizona, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona.
Welcome back to Classic High School Football on YurView. You're watching a great Big School State Championship game from 2005 between the Brophy Broncos and Hamilton Huskies. End of the first quarter, and Hamilton, to no one's surprise, is seemingly in control. The Husky defense, one of the best the state has ever seen, was dominant, led by linebacker Gerald Munns, who would become a 3-year starter at Arizona State, and Dante Mock, who played in the NFL for the Arizona Cardinals, amongst others. Hamilton's defense completely stymied the Bronco offense. Now, Brophy head coach Scooter Molander, one of the best at making in-game adjustments, certainly has work cut out for him. A side note to this game, earlier in the playoffs, Hamilton player Joe Jackson suffered an injury during a practice that left him paralyzed. The Husky players were on a mission to win a state title for Jackson. The second quarter is up next. I'll see you again at halftime.
Back here at Sun Devil Stadium on the campus of Arizona State University. The final championship game in our football buffet that began last night down in Tucson. The 4A Division 1 and 2 champs. Palo Verde winning Division 2. Cactus claiming the Division 1 championship. Colby Harris on the bump fake. Looking deep for Taylor. Well covered there.
Well, that's a great job by Anthony Hooks. Stay at home on the pump fake. Tried a little double move to take a chance at a big play. Weren't able to get it.
Looks like the ball popped free. And the Huskies quickly smother it. Turnovers have been the story of the game.
You're going to see, right, it's just a sprint draw. Right when he cuts back, he cuts into his own man who causes the fumble right there. And a great job of getting on it. Big number 67 gets down on the football. It's almost like he swatted it out of his hand.
Chase Stone, I'm not sure if he'll be credited for a forced fumble there. Papa on to punt. Second straight possession. Angling it out of bounds. And
you see one of those in every game we've done this far.
John Wren not happy.
Wow.
Well, the one thing we know, if you're going to play for John Wren, you're going to grow up quick.
Oh, he's going to be on you. He's not going to allow you. He's not going to let you just get away with anything. I mean, he demands a lot. He loves you like you're his own kid, but he demands a lot, and he's definitely going to be in your face.
So Brophy gets it back, trailing 14-0, but they've not been able to hang on to the football. 3 turnovers already. Barrett wants to go deep, won't get the chance. As he is drilled in the backfield. Big Austin Gaines again. Gaines transferring over from Deer Valley. Didn't play tackle football until he was a sophomore, and look at this.
Dr. Hank McCoy on the sack. Right there. I'll tell you what, they're trying to hit Gianola on the post route. Good effort.
Very fortunate that Barrett was in the act of throwing.
Hand on him now, let's go!
Man's over the top of your screen. They'll keep it on the ground and hand it off to the top. Maybe 2 on the carry. Dante Mock, Gerald Munn's in there to make the tackle.
Still trying to figure out what's going on with Ronnie Denard. He hasn't been, he's gotten 1 carry in the entire game.
And hasn't been on the field all that much. 3rd and long here. Smith goes across in motion. Barrett spins away from one defender, finds another. Throwing deep. Leaping for it, but out of bounds. Outstanding grab by Gianola, but
he dropped it over there. He got dislodged. Good job of rolling out, but he rolls right into pressure. You see Brian Dean right there, but he throws it up. You're gonna watch as Gianola is coming down. The ball's dislodged. That's a good play by Cody Engelbrecht to not relax right there. And he never really came down with it. He made a play.
Timeout.
Broncos will take a timeout with 10-11 to play in this opening half. Scooter Molander talking things over with his ball club. Well, each week, Cox Communications honors 2 players with the Pursuing Victory with Honor Award. Tonight, we're giving it to just one. That being Joe Jackson of Hamilton. Joe, as you know, was involved in a horrific accident last week in practice. Normally, Cox Communications gives checks totaling $1,000 per game to the AIA Scholarship Fund in each athlete's name. Tonight, Cox and the AIA will donate the money to Joe's family for help with medical expenses. Big thank you to both Brophy and Hamilton for letting us do this for Joe. Joe, get well. We know you're watching, and our thoughts and prayers are with you, buddy. Keep giving that same kind of fight that you did out there on the field for the Huskies. Beautiful spiraling punt. Moving away from Taylor, who does a nice job of staying on top of it to make the grab. Otherwise,
they might have been able to down that inside the 5-yard line. That was a good catch, and good job concentrating on it. That's a tough catch. That was a blast right there.
46 yards to be exact.
44-yard play. First and 10 Huskies at the 14.
And now with little field position on their side, we'll see if this Bronco defense can try and make something happen. They've come up with 11 interceptions on the season, 17 sacks. They've forced the Huskies to punt the last 2 times. Bears on the rollout. Completes the pass, and boy, that won't help matters. Is coming in very late was Cole Graybill.
That's a frustration shot right there.
Kirkland on the reception, and boy, you just cannot allow that to happen. So.
Not when you're down. I mean, you're down, you're struggling, you catch the ball, he's out of bounds.
After the play, there's a dead ball, personal foul, defense, 15-yard penalty, results in a first down.
I mean, this is exceptionally late. Cole runs a long way, and there he tiptoes, he stops. He's 5 yards out of bounds.
You think being on the sidelines per game is all fun and games? Our sideline assistant down there, Aaron, helping out.
Aaron's a big dude. He can take it.
Took a nasty shot. Straight ahead on the carry. Not much for Tony Sims.
I get the feeling that Hamilton, and I don't want to say they're letting Brophy hang around, but Brophy's just kind of hanging out, kind of lurking. And this is talked about what happened a few years ago with the Mountain View Hamilton game, and this is really similar.
Hanneman comes out wide at the top of the screen. Kirkland across in motion. He'll get it on the misdirection. Straight ahead, a short pickup of 3 will bring up 3rd and 3. And this is a big defensive front. They're big on both sides of the ball, are the Brophy Broncos.
Dylan, get over here, look. Come here, Dylan.
Far side and throw. Kirkland had it, couldn't hang on.
That's a play where you got to know the situation. Harris gets out there and he makes a good throw, but you don't need to throw a bullet to a guy that's 10 yards away from you, especially when he's running away. He's got plenty of space. There's nobody around him. All he's got to do is throw a nice, easy, soft pass right out in front so he can handle it. He's got the first down easy.
Now 3 straight possessions where the Huskies have had to punt it away. And Cedric, your point well taken. As Papa leaping high for the high snap, does a great job of keeping his poise and concentration and gets away.
Here we go now, here we go, let's compete.
Outstanding punt under the circumstances.
Got to take care of that.
38-yard punt.
Papa doing a good job of helping out his long snapper. Now you get a feeling that Brophy's starting to gain a little confidence. They're throwing some punches with the heavyweight champ here. If their offense can just make a play, they feel like they got a chance.
Aaron wants to throw again. Looks up with his favorite target, Gianola. And those are the routes that you said during the break that they needed to stay with and focus on.
Absolutely. Outside, away from pressure, just a quick hitch, he takes a quick drop, he gets rid of the ball. It's on time. Look how much room Gianola has. He's able to catch the ball and get up the field for a 13-yard gain. I mean, on a 5-yard pass. I mean, that's stealing. You do that all day long.
Denard in the backfield gets the carry and doesn't get much as he is quickly grabbed there by Matt Sanford.
Sanford doing a good job filling. Got a little help there from Dante Mock.
Moose Veldman was the injured Bronco. They were able to help him on the field. Didn't appear to be serious. Smith takes the handoff on the end around. It's a nice run and gets a little tattoo U at the end, courtesy of Courtney Stewart.
Courtney Stewart has been all over the field. Been battling with Gianola all night, but watch the end of this play. Watch the lick he puts on Smith right here. Ooh, that's a big-time hit. Gonna get another look at it right here. Just fires into him. That's a great hit right there.
But the important thing, a first down. Smith in motion. Denard straight ahead. Big hole across the 45. And stood up there at the 44, but a quick pickup of 8 yards.
Well, with Ronnie's size, I'd rather see him instead of at the end of that run. There's still a little room there. You're going to see him start to shake. But you see the good job by the offensive line, good trap. Now watch the hole. Right there, he starts to shake. Don't break down. Just explode through that hole and meet Cody Engelbrect head on. Get those positive yards. But a nice gain on first down.
Cody, the only offensive starter that also starts on defense for the Huskies. Barron wants to go deep. Gianola wide open, and too much on that one. As Gianola
was wide open, but he stops running, K-Ray. He kind of turns around and starts backpedaling. You're going to get a look at him, but this is a pretty good throw right here by Behrens. Puts a little air in it, but watch, Gianola stops and starts to turn around. He's got to keep the ball in bounds, but take a look at Gianola. He stops and turns, just continue to run. The ball's very close to the sideline right there, but keep running, give yourself a chance. And that's another missed opportunity. He had Stewart beat by 6-7 yards.
Same two players locked up on one another. Smith comes across in motion. Denard is deep on third and short. And he'll have enough for the first down, it looks like, depending on the spot. Very close. 6.5 minutes to go in this opening half. Hamilton scoring 14 quick points. One coming off of the interception return, the other touchdown, and Engelbrect 1-yard touchdown run set up off of a turnover. Broncos with 3 turnovers already this half. But offensively, Hamilton really hasn't done anything. 3 consecutive punts.
They haven't. And right now, Brophy, we talked about their offense, just needs to put a score on the board, get something in the books. Because their defense is battling right now, forcing the 3-4 routes. Their defense is actually outplaying Hamilton's offense right now.
6 first downs to 3. Brophy leading in that category, but not on the scoreboard. Fresh set of downs to work with. Young sophomore quarterback Brian Behrens. Timeout down the field. Let's go back down to the field with Amy Bender. Check in with Amy Bender.
Kevin, an injury report on Moose Belbin. You saw him come out a couple of plays ago. The trainers are saying he just tweaked his shoulder. He's fine. He's back in action now. He's in the game playing. Speaking of Moose Belbin, he and teammate Matt Garibaldi, these are a couple of straight-A students. Garibaldi has letters from Cal and Stanford, Belbin from Yale and Harvard. Some smart kids playing on that line, but then again, that's what they say about offensive linemen. They are the smartest players on the field. Cedric, I don't know whether you believe me or not.
Smart guys, well said. What do you think?
They are smart. I mean, they've got to make some of the toughest calls on the field, but I'm not going to give them much credit.
Well, there's the smart guys right there.
We're not used to seeing guys that big in the Ivy League. So.
First and 10 here for the Broncos, following the timeout. Looking to the outside, Smith wide open. Perfect strike from Behrens to Smith. And they're down inside the Hamilton 25.
This is a good throw on the post corner. They tried to hit him at this point early in the game. Ball was overthrown, but it's just a cover 2 route. See the good protection? Bernard helping. Post corner route by Smith. And by the time he gets hit by the safety, it's too late. But it's cover 2 in front of the corner, or behind the corner in front of the safety on the post corner route. Well thrown ball by Behrens.
Smith, team's leading receiver. You know they're close behind. 2 seniors split out wide here. Bottom of the screen. Smith coming across in motion. Give it to Bernard. Working off that left side. Collects a couple of tough yards. 5:33 and counting ahead this first half. And pretty pivotal for Broncos to get some points on the board, and if they're able to do so, and a touchdown especially, Cedric, despite 3 turnovers, Scooter Molander will be exactly where he said he wanted to be. We want to be in the ball game at halftime.
You take a look at that. That tells you what he's trying to do with this program. Those quarterbacks are students of the game. They know the system. They're sending plays in from the sideline.
Mixed up in the backfield as Denard and Behrens collide. Very fortunate that Denard hung on to the football, but now puts them in a 3rd and long.
Very fortunate. See, Denard or the quarterback, Behrens, one of the two going the wrong way, but Denard does a nice job of securing the football and trying to get some kind of gain out of it. And this is the situation that they do not want to be in, 3rd and long.
Hamilton showing blitz. Behrens running for his life. And that 3rd and long just feeds into what Hamilton does the best, and even more so against a young, relatively inexperienced quarterback.
And not really a chance. I mean, you see the deep tackle do a great job of taking on the guard, so he couldn't step back out to him right there. Munn slips right through the gap, and I mean, no chance for Behrens. And Yeah, this is a situation where they're missing the leg of Mr. Hearn. I got to feel that they would be attempting a
delay game, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
Yeah, you're right, Sid. It's the one thing people don't talk much about, obviously, because as a kicker, you're not on the field that much, but Connor Hearn, not only starting quarterback, but also the team's kicker, and a very good one at that.
Punter.
So he took his special team skills with him when he moved.
Fire!
Lockhart. A good kick here. Nice coverage down there behind the Broncos. And the Huskies, second straight offensive position, will have to do it from deep in their own territory.
And this is why you always have someone back, and it's okay to fair catch the ball, but you don't want to get stuck in this position. I mean, this any little thing here is damaging. But the ball lands on the 4, and they've got it surrounded. That's just, you know what, that's a great play. You're not supposed to fair catch inside the 10 anyway. That's just a great play, and Brophy took a chance punting that deep, and it worked out for him. It's just a great play.
So here come the Huskies, who have not done a whole lot offensively in this first half. Harris throwing deep over the middle. Taylor there, and ball nearly picked off. Should have been picked off, in and out of the hands of Anthony Hooks, sophomore defensive back.
What a gutsy call. And the play is there. You see the speed option. You see the defense attacking up the field. And all he has to do is throw this ball up. Throw it up and let Taylor run to it. And it is a huge play as he underthrows it. Throws a little bit too flat. Needs to put a little more air underneath that football. But great job of getting back by Hooks. Should have picked that ball off.
Now those are the type of plays, though, that you've got to make. As Harris, bad exchange, falls forward, and I tell you what, with 3:17 left to play, unless the Huskies get something cranked up here, John Wren's going to be laying into some folks at halftime.
Absolutely. And he might be, I don't know if he's going to wait till halftime if they don't get out of this coffin corner back here.
Third
that
and
could
long.
have been costly right there. Looked like the center snapped the ball before Harris was ready. Adam Peterson, I think you're going to see a rollout here.
Keep it on the ground, straight ahead. And you look at that, and I tell you what, Brophy, all of a sudden, you would think the Broncos are the ones leading 14-0, as their defense has really stepped up here.
The defense is dominating. Just a quick hitter up inside. You see those little false steps, which is what slowed the play down. If he hits that hole with gusto, he's going to get through there. But
Serrano jumped in there initially.
But a couple of miscues there.
Papa punting to the back of his own end zone. Pressure coming. They get close. He should have some outstanding field position. Smith takes it on the bounce of the 4. It's a nice block across the 45. And 1:53 left. Let's go back to the sidelines with Amy Bender.
Kevin, thank you. I'm here with Brad Gruner, the quarterback from Hamilton that was injured on the 6th play of the game this year. I know it's been a tough season for you watching.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, but it's fun watching getting here.
What about your career overall? I know you're a junior, but you're also a big baseball player. What are your plans as the season progresses?
Well, I'm going to try to make it back to baseball. I mean, I'm supposed to be out for 6 to 8 months, but I'm going to try my best to get back.
I hope you feel like you're still a part of this. You know you are.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great. Brad, I'll let you watch the game. I appreciate you taking a break and hanging out with us for a second. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, thanks very much, Jamie. And certainly hope that Brad can make that speedy recovery. The championship in last year as a sophomore. Behrens going to Smith again, and Behrens, despite shaky start, responding nicely under Scooter Molander and his staff.
And that's, I got to tell you, that's when you watch Scooter on the sideline, you can't tell if he's up by 30, down 30. He's always even keeled. But a nice ball away from the defender.
Behrens again Pressure off the edge. We'll have an opportunity. Tries to fight forward, but he's going to be dropped for the sack. Lamb came in to drop it.
Timeout. Brophy, their third and final of the half.
Loss of final to play.
Broncos take their final timeout with 1:24 remaining.
At the 29.
But you take a look at Scooter Molander, and he's never really worried, always calm, and he instills that in his players regardless of the situation.
And they're putting together a pretty good staff as well, bringing over offensive coordinator, former offensive coordinator for Hamilton, Bill Kaufman, who was the OC in 2003 when the Huskies captured their first crown. Smith, ball deflected up in the air. And once again, very fortunate that Hamilton didn't come away with another pick.
This is all the cornerback who does a fabulous job of following. He's trying to set up the screen. And Austin inside on the pressure, but they're trying to set the screen up, KA, and the corner just follows him right in. Does a great job of playing that screen.
We've seen Brophy able to move the football a little bit between each red zone, but Barons looking across the middle again. A lot of contact. Pass falls incomplete. Fourth down. Once again, trying to find his primary target there, Smith. .111, and the ball being placed where it is. Molander may go for it. See the numbers on Brian Barons, 2 picks. 2 of the 3 turnovers they have on the night here already in the first half. So 4th and 15 from the Hamilton 29. Here comes the blitz. Barons steps up. Throwing deep. Smith wide open. He's got it at the 4. Well, how's that for a confidence boost?
That is the only route that they've been able to really just dominate. It takes a long time. Barons hangs in there. Pressure right there, throws it to the coffin corner. And a good job by Smith to secure the catch.
Josh Luck back on coverage.
I mean, that's an old school jump pass right there. He had pressure all around him. Stayed poised.
Well, credit Barons too, because he looked for a moment like he was just going to run. Stayed in the pocket. Gaines is bearing down on him. And delivered the strike. Off the left side, the towel. Leans ahead down close to the 2.
Tell you what, this Brophy team is gaining confidence. With every second they're in this ball game, they're gaining more and more confidence.
Well, I think they have certainly answered the question about being physical, because their defense has delivered some big shots and got some big stops. Barons on the keeper. Will be stopped short just inside the 1, it appears. Well, 3rd and goal to go.
Here comes the quarterback sneak again.
Penalty flag. Early movement. And that is going to prove costly.
Before the snap, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down. Please put 16 seconds on the game clock. Please put 16 seconds on the game clock.
That guard there didn't get his hand down in the stance, and that's quarterback's responsibility. But actually, those linemen need to get up there and get set. Stop talking at the line. You see them down there talking. Get set. Get yourself set.
Please play 16 seconds on the game clock. Thank you.
Shane Peterlin, the guilty party. Behrens sets to throw. Was looking for Smith, and then it went in and out of the hands of Josh Luck, who almost knocked it to Smith, who was spinning around on his back.
Smith got away with a little bit of push. And Josh Luck kind of holds on to him because he's getting pushed, but a tremendous play. But look at that ball up in the air, and oh! Smith nearly catches it off the tip.
Anthony Palumbo will come on to attempt the 22-yard field goal. And the kick is good. They'll take the 3, but 7 would have really made an impact.
Look at Scooter, man. I tell you something about him that just speaks of being calm and collected. And his team is playing a lot better. And got to give Behrens credit because he's taken a beating out there. He's made some mistakes, but he has just kept his head up and has continued to make plays. And when I watch the receivers, Smith, Gianola, I don't know if the big secondary from the Huskies can handle those guys. I really don't.
Well, and you wonder if one of the adjustments that Brophy may make in that second half is putting Behrens in a shotgun to give him another 2 or 3 seconds against this very aggressive front.
Well, once the offensive line gets in and talks about the stunts that they're seeing, so I think that's mainly what it is. When you see different stunts you're not used to seeing, it makes it tough to block.
And the Hamilton faithful a little stunned because they're not accustomed to seeing any points on the board against that first-team defense.
And they're not accustomed to seeing close games either. I mean, this game is still very much up for the grab.
16 first-half points now. Having 13 coming in. 5 seconds remaining in this opening half. Taylor from the 6. Bounces out to the 30, and that's where he will be hauled down.
They got away with a mistake there. I don't know if you kick that ball off deep. I think you kick a squib kick with 5 seconds. Make sure it gets through the front line, but you kick a squib kick with 5 seconds. That's whew.
Well, Hamilton with 2 quick scores. They jump on top 14-0, but it really comes without much help from their offense. Broncos, despite 3 turnovers, have to feel pretty pleased about the position they're in, though they trail by 11 here. But they have been able to move the football against this vaunted Husky defense. And of course now comes down to adjustments and who wins the last 24 minutes.
Nobody expected this from the Huskies and from Brophy Broncos, but right now they're in a position they wanted to be in. Coach talked about, I want to be in the game at halftime, and he certainly is that, in the game, and his players are playing with confidence, especially when you think about defensively, they're playing with a lot of confidence.
Well, that's the message that he will give his club is, look, forget the 3 turnovers, forget everything else. Right now, we're in this game. Right now, John Wren standing by with our Amy Bender.
Kevin, thank you. A little delayed reaction coming off the field there, Coach. What's up?
Well, just thinking about what we got to do, get with the coaches. I'm sorry. Hey, I'll tell you what, a great game. This is what it's all about. We know what a great team they are. We're looking forward to the second half. It's going to be awesome.
You're down by 11. I know you're not happy with your offense right now.
We're up by 11 right now. That's okay, but we'll be okay. We knew this is a good team. We're ready to play them.
Right. Best of luck second half.
Thanks.
Head coach John Wren, back up to you guys.
All right, thanks very much, Amy. John quickly getting with his assistants before they even got off of the field, taking full advantage of every single second. We have reached the half here in this 5A Division I championship. The 2-time defending champs with a lead, 14-3. You're watching live AIA High School football on Cox 7, Arizona, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona.
thanks for watching Classic High School Football on YurView. 14-3 Hamilton at the half. It was a completely different quarter than what we saw in the first. The Brophy defense is starting to impose their will in the offense, with sophomore quarterback Brian Behrens getting rid of the ball quicker and finding seams in the Husky defense with receivers Matt Smith and Mike Gianola. The Broncos with the lone score of the quarter, a field goal. And now it's Hamilton's turn to make adjustments. Let's see what they come up with. Third quarter is coming up.
Halftime continues here from Sun Devil Stadium. Kevin Ray, Cedric Bonner, and the two-time defending champion Hamilton Huskies on top 14-3. And Cedric, 14-3, but if you're a Husky fan, you can't be real comfortable right now.
No, they've got to be worried. And we talked about their first trip to the championship game, or their second trip where they ended up winning against Mountain View, is very similar to that game. They're being outgained, outplayed defensively, and they're lucky to have the lead right now. If not for the early turnovers, they would not be winning this game.
Well, we talked about Hamilton defense and how it has really stepped to the forefront this season, and thank goodness for that, because they forced 3 turnovers, and the defense scoring 1 touchdown, setting the stage for the other. But offensively, Hamilton has a lot of work to do.
They absolutely, and you know Coach Wren is in those guys' faces at the half and just trying to get them going, trying to get some kind of confidence. But right now, Brophy is just dominating. Their front four is dominating their linebackers. They can't throw it. They can't run it. They're having a hard time.
Let's see how this first half unfolded as we get a check of the first half highlights. Brophy opened up offensively, and there's the defense we talked about.
Clark Lamb with the pick takes it all the way to the house, and the initial points of the game. And at this point, everyone in the stadium is a little worried about the blowout, and the Till with the fumble picked up by Stewart leads to Cody Engelbrecht touchdown. But outside of that, it has been all, you see the interception by Gerald Munns there, but it has been all Brophy Bronco defense. And there's been some opportunities for big plays. You see right here, Gianola wide open, kind of stops running. Get a field goal, 3 points on the board.
Get the 3, but probably should have had 7. They were on the half-foot line, and an illegal procedure call backed them up 5, had to settle for the 3.
Absolutely, and you don't want to get a penalty, but they had no timeouts. Got put in a kind of a rush situation with a young quarterback, and you see what happens. But if you look at all the numbers, it's being dominated. The game, total yards dominated by a Brophy. Everything. The only thing that is in the column for the Huskies is the 3 turnovers that they forced.
Very un-Husky-like numbers, and the time of possession playing to the favor of the Brophy Broncos as well. But still, Huskies on top 14-3. Anytime you have to fight from behind against Hamilton, you really put yourself in a vulnerable position.
Well, they've always been a second-half team. They've done a great job coming out in the second half, really just taking charge of games. Right now, you're going to see exactly where they're at. Their offense gets the ball to start the second half, so we'll see what's really going on.
All right, you see the captains meeting out there at midfield. Let's take it down to the sidelines again with Amy Bender.
More of an update on Joe Jackson out on the field just before halftime. Jackson's mother and brother were on the field to accept some donations that were just informally gathered here at the stadium tonight. We don't have a final number on that, but if we can get one, we'll get it to you. A lot of other people asking how they can help out with Joe Jackson's medical expenses. 2 accounts have been set up. One is a Wells Fargo bank, and the account is the Hamilton Gridiron Club, FBO, Joe Jackson. The other is a Bank of America. You see the account number there. You can visit any of these banks at branch locations here in the Valley to make a donation. Joe Jackson's family in attendance here tonight, guys.
You see them passing the box through the stands. And I know we were talking with Dean Cermerly earlier up here in the booth. The AIA officials had set out a box and had done quite well. And signs honoring Joe on both sides of the field. Over on the other side for Brophy.
Well, you know, you talk about the game of football. It's a community. No matter what team you play for, it's a community. So we're all vulnerable. Anybody that steps out between those lines, you're all vulnerable to something like this happening. And the outpour has just been incredible, and the love and it's an awesome thing.
Well, already tonight they have donated more than $1,000. So for those fans in attendance here tonight, well, you can't hear me. Kudos to you. And we'll have information a little bit later on if you would like to donate. For those of you viewing at home. On the kick return, Brophy on the kick. Return out to the 22 by Tony Sims. And then Brophy special teams, nice coverage there. Let's see if this Hamilton offense can get untracked.
Well, right now, Brophy is just playing loose, and Harris is going to have to come out and get some things done offensively. Kobe's going to have to show that he can move the chains. And right now, they just need to get a couple first downs just to feel like themselves.
And it's hard to imagine even saying that with this ball club. Averaging 42 points a game. Harris on the option. Too close. Turns it over. Brophy says they've got it. And Harris somehow able to get in at the bottom of the pile and grab his own fumble.
Well, I'll tell you, that's not a good job. Not a good job by the receiver to get his relationship. You've got to be sprinting out there to be in front. It almost looked like he wasn't ready for the ball. But when you're running that option, you've got to be ready for it at all times.
Lucas Kirkland
not really ready for that football. And Kobe, you know, that looks like his fault, but it's really not his fault. When you're running the option, you've got to do your responsibilities. He did a nice job. But
empty backfield, penalty flag. Harris throwing down the far sideline. Intended receiver was Engelbrecht, but looks like the penalty is going to be charged against the Huskies.
It's almost like the pressure's it's building and building and building in this club right now. There's not a relaxed bone in the body of Kobe Harris at this point.
Illegal formation. Not enough players on the line of scrimmage. Offense. That penalty is declined. Third down.
Third down here for Harris and the Huskies. And we are seeing something from Hamilton offensively that I certainly don't recall seeing in recent memory.
Uncertainty.
Third and long. Harris sets the throw deep. It's going to be picked off back at the 42. On the return, cut back at the 20, spins away, down to the 15, and stopped short of the 14-yard line. Well, they've been hanging back there. Callahan, you talked about what kind of a safety he was.
We talked about this defense not getting the credit, but the play is open, but you see as he throws, he kind of slips. The ball flutters. He has Hanneman wide open down the sideline. Look at the ball. It's fluttering. That's a case of trying to throw it too hard. Callahan does a nice job coming over from the safety spot to pick it. They put themselves in a dogfight.
Towel gets the carry. Muscles his way ahead, close to the 10. They'll mark him at the 11, a short pickup. You see Callahan. Well, there's tonight's Cox Communications interactive poll for all Cox Digital subscribers. Which 5A Arizona football program the best of all time? St. Mary's pushed the A button. Mountain View pushed the B button. Hamilton pushed the C button. The results later on in tonight's telecast. Tal again. Tries to go to that left side, and riding it down is Dante Mock. Only a yard on the carry, so third and short. This is where this Hamilton defense gets their stingiest.
Came right off the edge and did a nice job of peeling back, being ready to make a play. Talk about the speed that he has coming off the edge there. Twins
over the top of your screen. Ginola set at the bottom. Barron's looking. Won't have the opportunity to throw. Trying to stay upright. But Gerald Munns locks him up. And now a penalty flag, and this one likely to be charged against Hamilton. You see John Wren.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense, half the distance to the goal, it'll be 4th down.
But you watch this sack here. Munns gets there finally, but blow the whistle. The whistles weren't blown. And look at all the players coming in taking shots. But he goes to his sideline, and you got to be smarter than that. Got to be smarter than that.
Still 4th down. But 4th and 3. And they will set up to go for it. See if Barron's going to try to get a hard snap down. Quick snap. The top. Spins it to 5. Touchdown, Broncos. Bronco fans have erupted on the fourth side.
See the quick action coming by Smith. Just that little bit of hesitation by the linebacker core. Got him over there too late.
What a great block up front by Matt Garibaldi, too. Point after, no good.
Got our old school toe basher. I didn't see him with those square toes, but you're going to see the action come across real quick, fake the opposite direction there, and then comes back this way. And by the time the defenders get back, it's too late. And let me tell you right now, look at all the line, just push everyone down. Bad angle by the weak side linebacker. He's got to take that on. Matt Sanford's got to take it on right here. Play his responsibility. Got to let him nosy to the front side of the field.
Begins with Spirit Line competition on January 20th and 21st.
That's why that's untouched.
Wrestling, February 10th and 11th.
Right now we are watching something incredible unfold here.
Gonzalez, 14th rushing touchdown of the season. Scooter Molander can afford to take a little gulp of water right now.
Hamilton better get their stuff together and in a hurry.
Nice plays out there.
Unfortunate penalty called, and it wasn't that big of a taunt, but
no. But in these championship games, you know, the emotions are already running very high.
Well,
so
you're right, but he didn't do it to their bench. He did it to his bench, and you know, but. The rules are the rules, so you got to make those calls. I'm just not in favor of doing it when he's not in another player's face and stopping the game for those kind of things. It just, you know. But the rules are the rules.
That pulls the Huskies within 5, or the Broncos rather, within 5 of the Huskies. 14-9.
And who do you think, which sideline is the more confident at this point?
Taylor standing back deep to receive the kick. Instead it'll be Sims who bobbles it. And the Broncos recover. Oh my. Sims just kind of froze for a moment. And that hesitation, he paid for dearly.
Well, he better get his head up. There's too much time left in this game. But great hustle job on the other end to get down and get on that fumble. 28, hustling down. Jacob Farzi. Oh, 26, Ray Polk.
Here comes the young sophomore quarterback leading the Broncos. Trying to get him back-to-back scores. Pressure, steps up, and nowhere to go. As Lutz came in initially and then drove him into his teammate, Clark Lamb, for the sack, a loss of close to 7.
Well, I think they can get some free yards if they use a long count. Maybe go on a long cadence. As you see, Munz is trying to just run up through this. He's gotten used to the normal snap count. Change it up, you can get those 5 yards back right there.
Fourth sack tonight for this Husky defense. Barons on the shovel pass. Knocked down is Natal. And another loss.
This is almost not fair. You're going to see they're shutting up the shovel pass. It starts this way. He's going to pitch it right to him right there, but watch Sanford coming. Fortunate. I don't know if you want to hang on to that pass for a loss, but fortunate that he hung on to that ball.
Now 3rd and 21. Broncos trying to convert the turnover into points. Barons throws to the outside and pick up a 2. He completes it on the pass outside to Chase Taylor. The Huskies will give him that one all night.
Tell you what, now the one thing you've got to do is you cannot give up a corner out here. First of all, you got to watch the football in case they try to get you off sides, but the one route they've had success with is coming here and running to the corner at an angle. They've thrown it 3 or 4 times.
2 for 2 on 4th down tonight.
And there it is again.
Smith leaping.
And it's open again. Pretty good throw. But I don't know how many times you have to see it before you defend it. That is the route that they want to throw when they're in trouble. They're going to throw that corner out. You see the receiver come up. Barons does a nice job, but look at Gianella coming across the field, but that would have been a terrific catch by Matt Smith.
Won't miss many of those. Let's go downstairs to Amy Bender.
The Xavier cheerleading squad is behind me. It is a sister or a twin school to Brophy College Prep, where the guys go. The girls go to Xavier. So it is their job to cheer in these football games. It's a great opportunity, too, to let you know about Cox. We will be broadcasting the Spirit Line Championships in February. We got a sneak peek at the Xavier routine at halftime as they're preparing for their state championship in a couple of months. Kevin?
All right, thanks very much, Jamie. Supporting their sister school. Straight ahead carry, netting. Brophy showing blitz. Harris stepping back to throw, pressured, throwing middle of the field where there was absolutely no one.
His arm got hit on that. He's lucky that ball wasn't intercepted. But his arm was hit as he was trying to let it go. But they are in shaky ground right now. You can see right there at the last minute, his arm gets hit. Number 41 in there on the play. That's a nice job, Serrano. He had Kerry Taylor again wide open.
This Husky rushing attack has been absolutely stymied tonight. 3rd and long for Harris. Rolling near side, Taylor there, makes it unbelievable catch at midfield. And steps down to the 47-yard line. That thing looked like it was sealing out of bounds, and Taylor just reached up and snagged it, but with maybe coming back. Penalty flag back at the 33.
What are the linemen doing downfield? You know he's running up the field to throw the ball. It's a rollout, but look at this catch over the shoulder. And that looks a little bit like his uncle right there. That was a tremendous catch.
Ineligible man downfield, offense, 5-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down.
not connecting with this Hamilton offense.
Not at all. I mean, listen at the Brophy crowd. They're going nuts right now.
Well, why not? Their team has made the two-time champion of Florida, but they still lead. Inside give to Engelbrecht.
Face mask. They're going to feed him the first down here on the face mask. Old Gray Bill.
And if it is Graybill, he has been involved in a couple of big 15-yarders.
Personal foul, grabbing the face mask. Defense, 15-yard penalty. The result is a first down.
I think it is Cole, but it's just a sprint draw, trying to be safe with the football, but Cody makes a move right there, and you see right here, he's got the face mask. He pulls it, he doesn't let it go. It's a good call by the officials.
Huskies very fortunate there. Otherwise, they would have been faced 4th and long. On the pitch to Engelbrecht. Looks to the outside, and the Bronco defense just quickly seals him up. And we have yet to see any kind of a sustained drive tonight from Hamilton. And here we are with 5:22 left to play in the third.
I'm going to tell you what, the corners right now for the Brophy Broncos are just dominating the receivers because they had something going on that play. Look at Cody's numbers after rushing for 376 a week ago. 345, excuse me. He's got 28 yards rushing.
2nd and long. Taylor checking down the line for the call. Engelbrecht straight ahead. Good job up front. Tyler Chastain.
This is also eerily similar to that Red Mountain Hamilton game where Hamilton jumped out to a 10-0 lead and ended up losing it.
Well, talking to Scooter Molander before the game, the one thing he said is if we are close, we've had to play 4 quarters of football to win our games, whereas Hamilton is coasting. He said we feel like we're the better conditioned team. As Taylor takes it for the first down, it could be coming back, another penalty flag. He said our club is accustomed to having to play all 48 minutes. And no disrespect to Hamilton, but you get into a tight game like this, and maybe the wheels start turning a little bit.
As you see from the tightness of play, I mean, it's actually a fact.
During the run, holding, offense, it's a 10-yard penalty. Repeat, third down.
I think it's on Hanneman on the left side. They're trying to run the screen on the other side of the field, and you see the corner trying to get away from him, but oh, that looked pretty good. I don't know if he grabbed his jersey before. That looked pretty good. That's a tough call.
Backs him up at the 3rd and 15 now. Harris rolling, wants to throw. Receivers all covered. Harris will run. Takes it across the 40. But once again, the Huskies forced into a punting situation. So that Brophy defense, time and time again tonight, outside of the short field that Hamilton had to work with early, has just locked down this Husky offense.
They've given him nothing. And this is a defense that we've seen before. We've seen play tough against some pretty good opponents. Great punt.
Beautiful punt by Papa. See the coverage team will get down there, and they do. And they will mark it down right to the 3-yard line. Well, the defensive coordinator, Mark Nolan, linebackers coach Ariel Galante. A couple of guys coached together, both coaching under the legendary Jess Parker. So they know a little something about defense and aggressive play. 58 yards on that punt by Papa. But they have put together a great game plan, and so far their players are executing it brilliantly.
Well, that's the one thing that the Huskies are not doing. You think they come in here a little more loose, but they're not executing their offense, and they're not doing a good job of running the football, sustaining drives. They're struggling right now.
Now this Bronco offense backed up to their own goal line and backed up a little bit further after the blast there by Matt Sanford. Tal with nowhere to go. Lose a yard.
Sanford's got to maintain his composure out there. He gave a little signal that cost Joe Munns. It cost his team a touchdown earlier. You got to be under control.
Smith will split out wide here to the near side, bottom of your screen. Split backfield. Barron throws short, far side to Gianola. Some positive yardage. Down on the near sideline, the Hamilton Huskies offense is getting it together, and there's a guy you know, Mark Tucker. And he is, that's what you call giving him the business. He is not a happy man right now.
Wow. I don't see that too often. Not something I want to see.
Third and short. The Huskies can get a stop here. Gain some field position. In around to Smith. Makes a nice little hesitation, follows the block, and will get the first down. Boy, great patience displayed that time by Smith.
Absolutely. Kind of get nervous with these kind of plays against the Hamilton defense, the way they're able to run, but everyone's in position. But the one thing that the Broncos do is they stay on blocks. Look at that isolated block. Another good kick-out block. They do a good job of staying on their blocks.
Stephen Persley
giving Smith a chance to make something happen.
Tal gets it again. Tal's got the majority of the carries tonight. We've seen Denard very little. When you think about their season numbers, Denard came in with more carries, 208 to 151 for Natal.
Denard hasn't gotten that many looks. I mean, he's gotten a few carries, but not as many as we thought we'd see him get.
Second and 9. Straight drop from Barron on the bump. Big pressure comes from behind. Throwing deep to Smith. Double coverage. Barron's fortunate to have overthrown him because Engelbrecht was back on coverage along with Josh Luck.
I tell you, one of those guys has got to come up with that football. Two defensive backs there. They're in great position. Go ahead and intercept it. Make a play for your team. You've got not a lot of confidence going on that sideline in the white jerseys. They don't know what to expect right now. They're not used to being in this situation. Somebody's got to make a big play.
Play action. Bumped it short. Well defended there by Matt Sanford. He dropped it. Smith will pick up 4, maybe 5 on a play, but still shy of the first down. So the Broncos will be forced to kick it away, and this will really be the best field position all night for the Huskies outside of the early score they got off of the turnover.
Talk about Sanford making a lot of plays in another underclassmen. We've always seemed to have one linebacker that's an underclassman ready to come back like Munt was a year ago.
Time pressure comes. Good kick. Taylor, for some reason, fair catching that one as he had
a lot of daylight.
Plenty of room in front of him.
Can't play tight. You got to play to win. You can't play not to lose a game. This lead is nothing.
And we'll see if the fiery words of Mark Tucker did anything to ignite this offense. Taylor up top of your screen. It's Hanneman on the lower side. Nothing there. Engelbrecht straight ahead and up to make the stop. Old Graybill. They've just had no success between the tackles tonight.
He's played with a chip on his shoulder this evening.
12 minutes to play. Will it be a three-peat for the first time ever? The Huskies leading it 14-9. We're watching live AIA High School football on Cox 7 Arizona. Presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona.
We've got a ball game. Huskies hanging on 14-9. Hamilton has not scored since recovering a Brophy fumble early in the first quarter. Broncos defensive coaches Mark Nolan and Gary Galante seem to know what the Hamilton offense is thinking. Other than a couple of plays by Hamilton wideout Kerry Taylor, a future NFL player, there's a lot of confusion on part of the Huskies offense.
We head into the fourth quarter here at Sun Devil Stadium. Campus of Arizona State University is the 5A Division I championship. Hamilton, the two-time defending champs with the lead and the football. Harris completes it to his big tight end, takes it across the 35, and down near the 32-yard line. One of the biggest plays offensively all night as Derek Meyer makes the reception for Hamilton.
You see just the waggle, and even this doesn't go off without a hitch. Cody starts to go the wrong way. See, or Harris, Cody comes out the wrong way, but he does a nice job of correcting. Throws a nice ball to Meyer. That's the kind of play we expected to see.
Prior to that play, Hamilton had a total of 60 yards of offense. Harris throws short again on the roll out. On a 3-yard pickup is Lucas Kirkland on the reception.
Bringing Justin Peters in the ball. Saw Colby Harris kind of limping.
Here's a 5'9" sophomore. Touchdown and 1 interception on the season for Peters. 2nd and 6. Quarterback keeper. Peters spun around the line of scrimmage as he knocks heads there with Andrew Serrano, junior linebacker. You see Harris being looked at.
It's not some good numbers Peters does. He's having some problems with some cramps.
Bronco fans trying to inspire their defense here. Short blitz. Peters down the line. Makes the turn and makes on that spot. He's going to be just shy of the first down. But a good decision to keep it.
He kind of hesitates a split second. He realizes he's open. He kind of runs into his poor guard.
Back comes Harris. Fourth and short here for the Huskies. Broncos setting up and a penalty flag.
Before the snap, false starts, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
Harris was trying to draw him off sides with a hard snap count.
They're giving you have a half a yard to gain. They're giving you the middle of the field, the center. Nobody is on top of the center. Just sneak it. You got a quarterback that's a big guy. You got a center that can get off the football. Nobody's on top of the center. Just sneak it.
And backs him up to 4th and 6. Engelbrecht in as the up back. Trying to slip through a small crack, but it's too small, and the Broncos respond. They shut it down. Well, Engelbrecht came in at the last moment, and it seemed almost way too obvious, Cedric, as he quickly came in off that left side of the protection unit.
Well, he comes in and direct snap, and Brophy's ready for it. And this is a well-coached team. They're not going to make mistakes. We talked about that earlier. You're not going to fool them with this kind of play. They're putting together their defense.
Bernard back on the field. He gets the carry, but not much there. Broncos are going to have to come up with a big play of their own on the offensive side of the football.
You take away all the turnovers in this game, and it's a 3-0 Bronco lead right now. But we're still trailing here.
Second and 9. Twins on either side. Barrett flushed out of the pocket, drops it short to Bernard, turns at the 30. That speedy defense closes down on him very quickly.
Barrett has a lot of poise, and he's continued to play hard. Under duress, does a nice job of making a good decision. Gets something out of nothing. Puts him in a decent situation here. 3rd and 5 is very manageable.
Up back. Through the quick wheel route outside to Allen Hunter, but rushed that one a little bit.
Well, the problem was he saw Sanford run out underneath the slant route. He wanted to throw the slant route. He had Hunter on the swing route. Didn't really get his feet set. But, you know, right now, Brophy's defense is playing so well. You don't panic here. You don't try to go for it. You punt it. Let your defense take care of things.
Bobbled on a snap as they were going to fake it, and
somebody wasn't ready.
4th turnover of the night for the Broncos. Another gift for the Huskies.
I don't know why you do that in this situation. Why would you fake it? It doesn't make sense. You're in the game. You're going to find. Your defense is dominating a good team. You see Callahan can't handle the snap. And now, great field position. Great field position.
Well, the Broncos had shown no sign of panic up to that point.
I mean, these are two disciplined teams.
Before the snap, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Well, this game's certainly being played unlike what we expected. And it has raised the ire of that man, that's for sure, John Wren.
I think there's so much at stake here. There's so much emotion going out, especially from the Hamilton side with Joe Jackson. I mean, these kids are really intent. They really want to do well, and might be pressing a little bit.
On the pitch to Engelbrecht. And that Brophy defense rides him down again as Colby Harris on the sideline. Amy Bender with more on that. Amy?
Kevin, Colby Harris the last few weeks has been struggling with some cramping. They think it's a calcium deficiency. He felt it a little bit in the Westwood game as well. That's what's happening here. They will stretch him. He will come in and out as he feels better. As you see, he's not in now, but it's not that he won't be back before the game's over. Guys?
Hey, some of these young guys spend so much time in the weight room that they don't get the right nutrients. They have to get them dehydrated.
Second and long. Peters is in on the pump fake. Looking for Taylor. Now it's sailing way out of bounds. No opportunity for anybody to catch that one.
But I know the play is called over there. Peters is a young guy. He's going to get some time next year. But just because it's called to one side, if you have both guys doing it, pick the best side. The left side obviously isn't the best side to throw this since there's, count them, 1, 2 defenders back there on the play.
And you're throwing to the near side hash. 3rd and 15. Peters with the football, and he will eat it. Rashad Barnett.
No one believes. We see this week in and week out, but no one believes you're going to run the ball on 3rd and 15, especially in this situation. And you see the bootleg fake, and Cody can't get back in time, and it's not his fault. That's just design. Great blitz right there by the D-end.
Brophy defense coming through again. Pop it down to punt it. And the Broncos very fortunate because their bullet man was down there. I mean, within, it seemed, inches of the football.
And he worked him right on it.
Justin Poore was down as the bullet man. Center going back to that fake punt. Their defense got to stop, but look at the field position you give up by having done that. Instead of having Hamilton punting from their 20, now you're starting offensively from your own 1.
Now you're also in a position where you really have to think before you make a play call. You can't just be loose and you're backed up in your own. This could be a
tall to deep back. Bears, the sophomore quarterback, takes it himself. Plunges ahead for 3, maybe 4 yards on the carry. Time becoming an issue now with 5:55 and counting.
The last 2 drives, Hamilton has also started offensively. They also started with a penalty. You can't do that coming off your own sideline to start the drive.
Looked in the middle, tried to work on the right side a little bit, managed about 3. They pulled our Cox digital subscribers throughout the evening. The best of all time at 5A. Well, as you might expect, a lot of Hamilton viewers tonight. Hamilton with the votes. We appreciate you taking the time to vote. Gianola on reception, got the first down. Takes it out close to the 20. They'll mark him out at around the 18-yard line. Both teams with all 3 timeouts remaining. Hamilton scoring 14 points in the first 5 minutes of this game, and they have not done anything since. Barons again to Gianola. Short pickup. Gianola slow to get up there as Gianola continues to work on that Hamilton.
Courtney Stewart better be careful. They're setting him up for a takeoff route, a hitch and go. For 2 of those in his face in a row, you better be careful because they're setting him up. Don't be too quick to drive on that.
Thomas to the outside, across the 25 and the 30. And he's got another first down, a pickup of 6.
Here's where this offensive line is starting to dominate. Garibaldi, Veldman, Rose, Peterlin. They're starting to dominate. Tall getting the good hole to run through. And Barron's.
Crack statistician all the week is every week. That's how straight ahead. We've played 3.5 minutes here in this 5A Division I championship. Final football game of 2005.
We don't have 2 more tomorrow? Who can we throw out there tomorrow?
Flip set. Barron's to throw. Drops near side. Very short pickup of only 1. As he brings it outside to Chase Taylor. Well defended out there by Clark Lamb.
It's a good job of closing by Lamb. Keep it to a minimum lead.
Now on 3rd and 6, he thought maybe on that 2nd down they might take the look deep, Cedric, because now you put yourself in a situation where you've got to get to the stick.
We've got Stewart set up for a takeoff route. He's getting a little help over the top by Cody Ingerbell.
Time to throw. Outside, Smith there. Smith with the catch.
How many post corners can you let someone run on you? I mean, I just can't figure it out. I mean, time and time again, Luck has been beaten on this corner route, and he's a better player than that. He's got to understand what they're doing to him. They're doing it every time. He's given far too much cushion. That ball's floated out there, but nice job of getting it out to him.
Broncos in Huskies territory. Far sideline, and Barron's a little too much adrenaline on that one.
Well, he had the right idea. He saw the cover 2 look. Gianova split the safety, got around the corner, tried to hit him between. Those two interceptions coming early in the game, and he's been solid, rock solid. I mean, experience.
10 plays with the run.
Great experience on.
Pressure coming off the edge. She's lying, giving time to throw across the middle. Smith with the reception at the 21. Smith down as we get another look at it.
That's a good catch. And
Timeout.
once again,
Officials timeout. Injury.
Smith, they're picking on Mr. Luck, and that's probably got the wind knocked out of him right there. But Josh on the coverage again, you're going to see the throw right down the middle. And right now, they are not feeling, we talked about it earlier, we felt that the receivers from the Broncos could match up and attack.
Great outpouring of support from these fans here at Seminole Stadium. Smith helped out the field. And timeout could have come at a better time with the Huskies defense. They're leading right now. Taking a shot to the far corner. Looking for Gianola, but pass goes incomplete.
Matt Smith bounced back in the ball game. He just got the wind knocked out of him. He's ready to play. I'll tell you what, you cannot allow Brophy to run another corner out. I'm tired of seeing it. How many are you going to let him complete?
Well, they stacked twins out of the far side and nobody over there to cover. Now Immigrant finally shifts over. Blitz coming. They pick it up. Barron's smothered from the backside. Well, they got the initial wave, but took a little too long for the play to develop, and that's all the Huskies needed.
Timeout.
Barnes is coming from the outside.
It's their first time
As well as Clark Lamb, both of them. They both get there together. A nice job holding on to that football. You can see Clark Lamb and Gerald Munns get there at the same time. They try to strip that ball out of there, but a great job. by the young Brian. I mean, they've had a lot of success.
Solid in the backfield. Twins set up bottom of the screen as Smith comes across in motion. Blitz coming. Barrett steps up, steps in to another sack. 6 sacks on the night.
Timeout. Brophy. That is their second timeout.
Look at Sanford take on the block, and Dante Mock just beating his block, and that just took a little bit too long. Look where the eyes of Brian Burns are. He's looking down kind of up the line. He's kind of stepping around, so he can't focus on what's happening up the field.
Those quick hitters, those quick out routes.
Well, you got to go with some kind of max protection. You got to leave enough people on the block. The question is, if you're Hamilton, do you bring the pressure and risk being man-to-man with those tough wide receivers? And I don't know if I do that. I mean, 4th and 18. Max Pro, and they're leaving it up to the receivers. They're going Max Pro. Look at the 2 tight ends are staying in block.
Smith slides across in motion. There's plenty of time to throw. Throwing deep past Gianola there. He's got the first down.
Are you kidding me? How do you allow him to run a corner route again? It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. That's a great throw, and I tell you, a good call until they stop and keep running. I don't know how you allow them to keep doing it, but you see him on it, and what a throw right over the linebacker. But another corner route. Huge pickup.
Well, most folks thought this game would be over at halftime, and the Huskies on their way to another round. But the Broncos had a whole lot to say about it, despite 4 turnovers on the night. The top on the handoff, and runs right into the awaiting hands of Dante Mock.
Good job by Mock fighting off the block.
Under a minute to play. And Scooter Molander and the Broncos don't appear to be in any big hurry to get up to the line. 1 timeout remaining for the Broncos. Second goal to go. Sparrows. Little head shoulder fake back of the end zone. Gianola went up for it, but not sure had he even grabbed it. Had he been able to come down in bounds. Gerald Munns back on coverage.
He helped his buddy out because we talked about setting up the corner for the takeoff route, and he does just that. Just hangs the ball up just a little too long. But look at the effort by Munns. You saw him throw 4 balls in a row to Gianola, just quick passes out there. And you knew they were setting him up. Stewart kind of bid on it, came inside. You got to keep your eyes on your man. Focus in.
Gianola up top against Stewart. Smith sets up bottom of the screen. Barrett looks on the slant. Completion. Touchdown, Brophy. With 34 seconds remaining. Barrett can't even believe it.
Timeout. Officials timeout.
What a great catch and throw. Wow. And talk about 2 big. I got to go back to 4th and 18. The young sophomore makes a tremendous throw. But look at this dime on the slant route. And a great job of holding on to that football. Wow. Matt Smith with the great catch. Good job by the offensive line.
His 10th touchdown reception of the season. Smith still down on the turf. Second time that he has been unable to get up. But boy, receiving tandem of Smith and Gianola.
Put on a clinic. They've been fantastic.
108 yards receiving, 9 catches on the night. And, you know, a lot of folks thought when Connor Hearn left school, if we can have a look at it here.
Just a gritty kid. Look at this throw. That is an absolute dime.
John Rand trying to get the attention of the referee to call timeout. He was unable to do so, and then watch this unfold. The Huskies have not been in this situation for quite some time. They did lose a regular season game last year to Highland. But this is a team that is 39-2 over the last 3 years. They have won 26 of the last 27. The last 2 state championships. Broncos will go for 2. Play action. Wide open, far side.
That was a great catch.
A little too much on that one. Chase Taylor, though, really coming up with the incredible catch. Look at that drive against, statistically, the top-rated defense in the state.
Well, they shredded him, and I tell you what, on 4th and 18, Brian Barron steps up with the throw of his life. I mean, a corner out that he put in a spot that only his guys can get it.
Senator, you touched on it early after Hamilton went up 14-0, and we had the shot of Scooter Molander on the far sideline, and you would have thought his team was up 14-0. Looked as though it was the start of the game, nothing was wrong. His demeanor right there, same way it was after turnover number 4.
Look at the eyes. I mean, he knows where he wants to go right now. Too much cushion. You got to understand the red zone, the goal line's right there. You got to teach that technique to be a little closer to the receiver. You don't want to backpedal into the end zone, because then you give the receiver room to operate.
Bronco faithful. Oh, how long they have waited for this. 3 times the Broncos have come to the big game. 3 times they have been turned away.
I think somewhere Jeff Karen is smiling about this whole deal right here.
Misses the place. Stepped in nicely and continued to standard operating procedure. Squib kick, so the Huskies will have very good field position, but with 33 seconds remaining, all 3 timeouts left. And Colby Harris will come back onto the field and battling cramps in the second half.
Well, Hamilton still has their timeouts. You don't want to give up too much. You see the secondary giving up a lot of cushion.
Gary Taylor, big playmaker. Down the bottom of the screen. Harris time to throw. Then the pressure. Harris steps up, fires. Pass incomplete. Well, it looked like Harris should have been whistled down as they had him standing straight up.
Talking about some strength. Watch him stand there and look for his guys. I mean, he should. Barnett's all over him. He's holding him. Throws about a 17, 18-yard crossing route that should be caught here. It's a terrific throw right there.
Twin set, behind the screen. Harris looking left, throwing left. Taylor there, intercepted. Picked off and down at the 45-yard line. Ray Porter, the sophomore, he missed one earlier. He will not the second.
I've been trying to tell people that this team plays defense. Hamilton's a talented team, but this Brophy team came in here ready to play.
There's a dead ball. Second sideline interference. 5-yard penalty. The offense. Brophy keeps the ball. First down.
I'm not sure. It looks like a crossing route he's trying to get the ball to, but 4 jerseys over there, 4 red jerseys, and you see him take the knee. He does a smart thing.
Speaking of taking the knee, the young quarterback Barons. They came in, they started with a part of Don Harris. They thought the season was over. Little did they know, it was just beginning. The Broncos have done the unthinkable. They have taken down the Hamilton Huskies. The quest for a repeat comes up empty. The Broncos capture their first 5A state championship, and the celebration runs.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Arizona State University.
Step aside for timeout. We'll be back with the trophy presentation after these messages.
If you do not remove yourself from the playing field, there will be no award ceremony.
Well, in the annals of high school football lore in the state of Arizona, it's simply known as the Drive. 99 yards, 17 plays in just under 6 minutes. Barons to Smith, David beats Goliath. One of the biggest upsets in state history. Anyone who had a part in this game or watched it will never forget it. Final score, Brophy 15, Hamilton 14, and the Broncos claim their first ever state championship. Thanks for watching Classic High School Football on YurView. I'm Chris Harris, and we'll see you next time.
A little early gadget play, and back